there's been a lot of doom and gloom out there recently, so I want to post a video about an amazing future that we're going to have, because it is possible, and this is some of the stuff that we could have that's like just scratching the surface. I mean, there's going to be so much more detail to it, and it's going to be so much more amazing than you could ever possibly believe. But I think we have a bright future ahead of us, and these are some of the fundamentals that we need to still figure out. There's many different ways to achieve them, and they will be achieved, but the processes of how to achieve them, I think, are still not here yet, possibly for some. Such as our abundant clean energy. I mean, it's a possibility. We currently understand nuclear fission, but once we understand nuclear fusion much better, we can have abundant clean energy forever. It's like, have you ever seen like those, it's like a donut reactor. It's like the best way as I could explain what it looks like. As opposed to the steam stack looking regular nuclear reactor, but both can be safe ways of energy production. But I mean, in the meantime, we can utilize solar, we can utilize wind energy, and we should be utilizing nuclear fission. And there are many things that we can do to put safety things in place to make sure that nothing like Chernobyl ever happens again. Like, that was a systematic flaw. That was like a complete error on the part of the humans. We can make it so that humans can never be a part of the problem. Like, that was just designed wrong back in Russia. Like, so many different problems. Ugh. But it gives everybody a bad taste when somebody says nuclear, but something like that never should have happened, and it never will happen again if we put smart people in place to manage these things. And there are smart people out there. There are companies right now that have like miniature reactors. Like, if a regular sized reactor was the size of my house, let's say this miniature reactor is actually the size of this cup. They're pretty tiny, and they'll like give enough power for a couple of neighborhoods as opposed to a couple of cities. But nonetheless, it's still a decent amount of power, and it's clean, and it's consistent, which is very important, because as we're phasing out oil, as we're phasing out coal, as we're phasing out all of this dirty stuff that we shouldn't be using anymore, we're going to start be using more renewables that sometimes aren't always there. Like, the sun isn't always shining, wind isn't always blowing. So for the intermediary, we will need nuclear power in the meantime to kind of like fill in the gaps. Like, if we have these 4 segments of the day where we have wind, solar, we're going to need to be able to fill in those gaps with nuclear or something else that we can figure out that's clean, green, and abundant. I mean, solar panels can be cheap. I mean, they can be really cheap. They've come down in prices significantly. I mean, it's like pennies on the dollar now. I mean, go look up a chart. Maybe I can figure out how to put one up here. Probably not. I'm not very good at that. But one of the ways we can get to this future is through better schooling. Oh my gosh. Like, we are already seeing the precipice of this with AI. It's like everybody now has their own AI tutor in their pocket, and it's only going to get better from here. We're only going to be able to ask more advanced questions, and we're only ever going to be able to get more advanced and better answers. Better inquiries, better answers, just better overall. Now, trust me, AI has a long way to go. There's a lot of bad things about AI, like just the GPU powerhouses in general, or the the supercomputers that they use, the what do they call it? Like they have like these warehouses of computers, and as opposed to them being CPUs, they're GPUs. And it's like as a data center. Yes, so these enormous data centers that we have, like in Virginia, there's like a data center alley. Like that's the name of a place. There's so many freaking data centers, and they kind of formed there because of government agencies or some crap, but now they're just kind of stuck, so we got a whole bunch there. But the sad thing is, it's really depleting the natural resources, because not all of them are using closed loop water systems. Some of them are extremely demanding on the local supply of water, which is just really messed up. You shouldn't be doing that to local communities. You should have a closed loop system to, only have a little bit evaporate here and there. Or I don't think that's even possible with a closed loop system. Basically, y'all are doing it wrong. Like some of these older data centers, it's just not right. They need to be run better. They need to have solar on the roofs. I don't know. They need to power their own electricity, and they need to power their own water. They need to have that stuff covered because of how much excess that they're using. Like, it is an enormous amount. And we cannot allow for our local communities to have rolling blackouts just so that AI can answer my questions. I mean, sure, we all got some great questions out there, but is it really worth strangling these communities of their resources? No, it's not worth it. Let's put something into place to stop that from happening. Thank you very much. So, obviously, we can teach this. We can tell people how to do this better. We can make progress towards that, and I think it's something that's very important. I mean, learning is something that doesn't have to stop after high school. It's not something that's supposed to stop after even graduate school. I think everybody should place a goal to learn something new every day. Something new. Doesn't matter what. Doesn't matter how small. Learn something new every day. Okay? Also, I think companies could be doing better. We could have a better work-life integration. I mean, imagine a company set up with a local high school / tech school. I mean, as opposed to kids kind of fighting for themselves to figure out how they can use their skills to get a real-world job and figure out the application process. Nowadays, it's really freaking tough, but it could be a lot simpler. We could have like a re-education app or something, a way to like better integrate that. It's like, okay, these are the skills that you learned. You went to this high school, they taught you that. These, here, take a short, like a little skills test. We can see like, what are your interests outside of school, and where can we like fit you best into our community, and then like a better integration that way. It's like, okay, let's try a day hands-on at location A. Let's try a day hands-on at location B. Let's try a location hands-on at C, B, whatever. Try a couple different places, all the way to frickin' Z, all right? Like, we need to have a better understanding of what we want to do for the rest of our lives. I think a lot of people find hope through their work, or find a lot of purpose through their work, but a lot of people find a lack of purpose through their work. So I think if we could solve that, we could help a lot of people out. And minimal waste is something that was also going to be necessary for the future. We waste way too much food nowadays. We waste way too much stuff. Like, everything is made of plastic. Why is everything made of plastic? And why is it finding our way into our drinking water? That should not be the case. We should not let PFAS be in the environment. We should not let companies like 3M and whatever the heck the name of them are, We should not be letting these chemical companies, we should not allow them to be leaching this disgusting stuff into our environment. Like, that needs to stop right now, as soon as possible, preferably. And we should have abundant food and water for all. We should have enough to feed everybody on this planet. I mean, just through the stuff that we put in the trash alone, we should probably be able to feed the entire world, just from the trash cans of Americans. I bet it's possible. We need to figure something out. We should not be having this many people starve. Okay? Like, we need to get on that. I am so grateful for what Mr. Beast is doing and kind of paving the way for what work can look like, for what livelihoods of farmers can look like on his cocoa farms, I suppose. I think that's just amazing. Like, paying your workers a fair wage, that's just the right thing to do. Right, folks? Right, folks. Let's go.